Dan Wootton just humiliated Keir Starmer as UK's worst PM ever. In a shocking turn of events, Dan Wootton's scathing critique of Keir Starmer has ignited a firestorm of debate about the Labour leader's suitability for the premiership. As the UK grapples with its most pressing crises, Wootton has labelled Starmer as the worst Prime Minister ever, a provocative assertion that could reshape the political landscape. This clash is not merely a battle of words, it represents a pivotal moment for a nation at a crossroads. Critics of Starmer, including Wootton, argue that his leadership has been characterized by a profound betrayal of the British electorate. Many fear that his failure to decisively address issues such as the cost of living crisis and the ongoing repercussions of Brexit has left the country vulnerable. The stakes have never been higher, as the public grapples with unprecedented economic challenges and political disillusionment. With each passing day, the call for decisive leadership echoes louder, yet Starmer's reticence has many questioning whether he is fit for the role. Historical precedents loom large over this discourse. The fallout from Brexit still reverberates through the corridors of power, and Starmer's lack of a clear vision for the nation post-Brexit has drawn sharp criticism. Once celebrated as a decisive moment for British sovereignty, the reality has devolved into a chaotic struggle for identity and direction. Wootton's condemnation underscores a growing sentiment that Starmer is out of touch with the electorate's aspirations, making him a target for those who believe he is squandering a once-in-a-generation opportunity to lead. Powerful figures within the Conservative Party have seized upon Wootton's remarks as a rallying cry, framing Starmer as not just ineffective but fundamentally flawed. Analysts warn that this narrative could have severe implications for Labour's electoral prospects in the next general election. Should Starmer continue down this path of indecision, the consequences could be dire, potentially ushering in a new era of Conservative dominance that many believed had been curtailed. The public response has been palpable, with many expressing outrage at what they perceive as a lack of accountability from Starmer. Critics argue that his leadership has been marked by a reluctance to take bold stances on critical issues, leading to a perception of weakness. As the country stands on the brink of significant social and economic upheaval, the question looms, can Starmer rise to the occasion, or will he continue to falter under pressure? The implications of this unfolding drama extend beyond mere political posturing. With the nation facing challenges that resonate deeply within communities, from skyrocketing energy bills to spiraling inflation, there is a palpable sense of urgency for a leader who can galvanize and unite the populace. Many fear that without a strong, decisive leader, the UK risks further division and unrest. In this context, Wootton's assertions serve as a wake-up call. They compel both the public and political insiders to reflect on the critical nature of effective governance. The narrative that Starmer is a lackluster leader is gaining traction, and if left unchallenged, it could cement his legacy as one of the most consequential failures in modern British politics. As the debate rages on, the British people will not forgive complacency. They demand action, clarity, and commitment from their leaders. The country stands at a crossroads, and the choices made in the coming months could define the trajectory of British politics for generations. This is not just a fight for political survival, it is a struggle for the very soul of the nation. In conclusion, the implications of Dan Wootton's bold claims about Keir Starmer are profound. The discourse surrounding his leadership is no longer an internal Labour matter but a national concern that could shape the future of British governance. As citizens, now is the time to engage, to voice your opinions, and to demand accountability. Like, subscribe, and join our community as we navigate these tumultuous times together. The future of the UK is in our hands, and together, we can forge a path toward a more accountable and effective leadership.